So now we're back to Africa to knock out another crocodile. First thing we have to do is find some bait.
Me and Bob went out, we saw several impalas. Bob's never shot a real big impala.
Impala is like our white-tailed deer. They're all over, they're fast. We're looking, we're seeing some. We knew some was up ahead, and they would see us and run. Right here, right. Going right through that tree right there. They were going through that opening too fast. I just couldn't get the shot to go off. Almost, that close. Finally, it all came together. We had this one impala, and he was walking up through, and we bumped him, and he ran a little bit, and we ran, tried to get in a position.
Here he is, come. See him? Finally saw a real nice male, and so we had to run into a little bit of an opening for Bob to get a shot, and he was quick with that tripod of his. There he is, there he is. I got him. There he is. But we were waiting, and he was in thick brush, and finally he gave him a small window of opportunity. Are you on him?
And he kind of thought he was pretty safe. He's going through some trees and stuff there like that.
Whenever he gives you the shot. You on him? Okay, take him. Ready? Good job!
Oh, yeah.
Good job, yes!
Yeah, he was then pounded him down, didn't he?
Good job! Well done. Put a real good shot on it, a hard shot. It dropped right in its tracks. I didn't think we were gonna get this one.
I didn't either. He was spooky. Well, he stopped and he started walking through those trees. That's what saved us.
Luckily, he was slow enough for us, and he didn't pay much attention to us. He was more focused on what the others were doing, and he made a little mistake.
Yeah,
well done.
He thought he was safe in them big trees.
Good trophy there. Well taken, well taken.
Well, we got some meat for the camp, and we got some meat for our crocodile bait and everything.
And it's a trophy impala, that's for sure.
Let's go look at him. Huh?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Been fighting, huh?
He's been fighting, but I mean, this is an exceptional impala. Real nice, white, beautiful, beautiful old male. You can see look at the characteristics here in the horn, and you can also see his ear. So he had a fight with something. You can see how this
gouged it right out.
Gouged out, and you can see the ear. He's got a little stump ear.
That's a hard combination.
Yeah.
To argue against that old Winchester ammo and that Winchester rifle. Super grade. Isn't that a beautiful rifle? I'm making memories with that.
Congratulations, a nice trophy. This is a gold medal impala you're looking at here.
Yeah, I call them character marks. When you start getting stuff like that, they're nice character marks. So now we got ourselves not only a trophy impala, but now we've got meat for the camp, and we probably got enough food for our couple different bait sites. I thought I saw some bubbles over there. I guess not. It should be sunning themselves someplace. It's pretty hot.
We don't only look for a croc laying on the bank. Sometimes you gotta look where they right in the water.
Yeah, I don't think we spooked anything. I didn't see any bubble trails or anything.
Looks pretty dead here. Let's go around this corner and see what we'll see.
Many crocs bite if you've got good bait. At least that's the idea as Bob, Teeny, and their team set out a buffet of leg of impala, ripe buffalo entrails, and other delicacies.
When we're trying to bait for the crocs, you want to just create a lot of scent and put a lot of meat in the water. We're gonna walk to the edge, then tip it over. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Got a real good bite now. One of the hunters shot a Cape Buffalo. Yesterday we got the whole Cape Buffalo's intestines here, and we should be bringing in some decent crocs now. We're going to be setting up a trail camera. Bob's got one here.
Anticipation. I'd say with any luck, in a couple of days we're going to have a whole bunch of action here. I'll be the first one to tell you this is not exciting as tracking down lions in the jungle, but it's part of the Big 7, so here we are trying to knock it off. So now we got some bait out there, and we spent some time looking for for some crocodiles. I've actually seen some crocodiles where we'd put the bait out. We just come around the corner to check down there. We've seen, dude, that's 3 crocs that we've seen.
So hopefully all the crocs that we've seen here, we've seen 3, 4 different ones, would all be on the bait.
Our game plan was we was coming back the next morning and we were going to see if we could get this croc.
Let's get going. Give the place a little bit of time to settle down and see if the crocs pick up the scent of our bait. And we'll come check on it in the morning.
Waiting for the crocs to answer the dinner bell, Bob and professional hunter Teeny Bamberger see against long odds if they can catch supper.
What do you do when you're around water? You go fishing.
When it comes to hunting, Bob knows a little bit about it, but when it comes to fishing, he should stick to his day job.
The center of the river separates South Africa and Botswana. And if you threw the bobber, you know, over toward the other shore, I guess you could say you're fishing in Botswana.
You got a fish!
All right.
So the biggest fish we caught was, I think, 5 inches long and wasn't enough for us to eat. You will have to arm wrestle for this one.
Oh man, look at that. When you get ahead of the pH, what's he do? He breaks your hook. And we caught some little fish, you know, and we picked on each other. We need a few more of them before we can throw the hot dogs away. But we're still after that croc.
The next morning, Bob and Teeny check the bait, and the bait has brought in crocodiles. But the ones they spot may still be some distance from keepers.
We went back to check our bait, and some of it was gone, but we wasn't seeing, for whatever reason, on the river as big a crocs as what we wanted to. There's one laying right on the edge. There's one in the water, one out of the water.
These are all small. It's all small crocs. But I can see on the bait, all the small stuff is gone.
That one down there wasn't bad. No, he was probably in that 8-foot range.
Yeah.
The one was out of the water.
But you can smell the bait.
That wind ain't helping anything.
We can go around and see. We can walk that way. I don't see much.
I thought we was gonna see one right there. I thought when I was up on the bank, I looked down there, I thought there was some bubbles, but I didn't see nothing.
Hopefully something will come out. It's real hot.
Normally, regular wet season this one, how high would the water be up?
In our floods, you can see how high the water goes in these banks. It floods all the way. Sometimes the water is over that.
Oh,
It's
really?
very high. The crocs are way more concentrated right now. We should be seeing some. I see some movement there in the water. Might be one that just came up.
Yeah.
See where that water moves?
Yeah.
Something was right there.
Something's going across, and you can see
See how it moves, yeah.
yeah, it's going.
Or we have to move on, get to another puddle.
Working their way upriver, Bob and Teeny finally find the genuine crocodile pool they've been hunting for. Now they need to spot one that's big enough and gives them their shot.
I see a lot of crocs. I think maybe there will be something good in there. You know, we've seen a couple 6 and 8 footers. We're looking for something 12 foot plus. Let's see what we can get.
There's one on the bank.
Look, there's more. More crocs.
Oh, look at this one, right there.
Let's see if we can get in a different position from here. Come.
Well, we walked in, this croc couldn't get away. He was in a cove where it came back up around, and he was really in a bad spot as far as getting away a crocodile. But what enemies do they have?
So let's sneak around this edge here, and once we get on the wall, once we get into a position to look over the edge, we have to be very careful. These things has got a real keen sense of hearing, smelling, and seeing. So be very careful when we move up. Be careful on what you're stepping on. They can feel the vibration in the ground.
I really want a pedestal shoulder mount on this croc, but I didn't want to hit him in the back of the head where I had been hitting my alligator and crocodile. And Teeny and I talked, and I was gonna drop down just into the water, actually shoot into the water and try to break his spine. I know where I gotta hit him to do a brain, but a lot of times with this 300 bullet, it really messes him up.
Keep track of the two horns. It's got the two horns on the back of the head. Go about 3-4 inches down from that, right in the middle of the spine, and it should do it. Let's go. A lot of times these crocs are in the rivers and in the dams, and you cannot see all the water. So you don't know whether that croc's going to cooperate, because if you get close, the crocodiles gets alerted by the birds. When they fly up, those crocs know that some kind of a predator are coming. Once you've seen a nice croc, you can try and set up for that croc. You see the two horns at the back of the head? You got to go about 4 inches down, right in the middle of the two horns.
And he just sat motionless with his head out of the water, just sitting there. I kind of went back and forth with Teeny. I said, oh, I sure like him up on the bank, you know. And he said, well, we tried that, you know. I don't think he's gonna, we're putting pressure onto him pretty hard. He'll probably leave tonight. And so we decided to take that shot.
And when you do take the shot, there's no room for error. You have to be precise. It's probably one of the animals that you have to be the most accurate with, because if you mess up the shot, you're gonna lose the croc.
Okay, here we go.
Whenever you're ready, take him. Yes!
Yeah, all right.
Good job!
That's a big old croc right there, isn't it?
Think you just shot yourself a nice croc there, Mr. Bob.
I think so, I think so.
Congratulations. Well done, well-deserved trophy. We've worked our tailbones off for this one.
We hit him almost like a brain shot. I mean, we broke his spine there, and you can see that leg coming up and that tail flopping, and you can see right then the water's not very deep at all. So, I mean, we had a successful shot onto our croc.
He did the perfect shot on it. We would have liked to shoot it on land, but that's the way it goes. I was stressed over this. We haven't seen a lot of crocs over the past few days. It's just becoming our summer. They are just now starting to move. They didn't really want to take the bait because we're just coming out of our winter. They were hibernating. But I think we got ourselves a real good croc.
I'm impressed with this old 375 and the ammo too, because the combination, it hasn't let me down yet. It hasn't let me down yet. You can't tell how big he was until they start pulling him out, and then it just takes your breath away. And then when they hang him from the tree, you know, he's right there pushing that 14-foot mark. That's an extremely fantastic trophy in crocodile. It's a big one.
Well, congratulations, Bob. You did it again. It's a beautiful croc you got here.
I'm 6 foot, so you can do the math real easy. You know, he's right there pushing that 14-foot mark.
A very, very good crocodile. You know, they don't get this big anymore.
No, well, it's prehistoric to me. That's an extremely fantastic trophy in crocodile. I'm still pinching myself, you know.
And finally, it all came together. We've checked out a lot of different crocs, and I think we've done well.
We have, yeah, we have.
So he did make a perfect shot, and we were able to recover his croc and got some beautiful pictures, and it was a great hunt.
I don't know for sure. I'm six foot, so it's well past my head. So that was our quest for our croc. It's been absolutely fantastic adventure. I have to keep pinching myself every time I think about it. It's been a great adventure.